Hey guys, my name's Nicole with LuLaRoe, Nicole Brites. I wanted to do a quick video today talking about all of the mistakes that I made as a new LuLaRoe fashion consultant. Why I'm so glad that I took the plunge and decided to go for this opportunity and would not change it for the world. I truly learned everything the hard way in my first couple of weeks as a consultant. And so rather than keep all that information to myself, I figured I would do a quick video so you guys can learn from my mistakes. Okay, so online sales versus in person. When I first started out, I was convinced that I was going to be focusing mainly on online sales. And the reason for that was because, I kind of thought of like the typical, I don't want to say excuses, but yeah, I guess like the excuses. I live in an apartment, it's a two-story walk up, I don't want to have to pack my car or spend an entire day, blah, 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 blah. However, now that I am a consultant and have been doing this for a while, there is nothing that beats an in-home pop-up boutique. First of all, it's an absolute blast, so it's worth the effort of packing your car and spending a couple of hours. That time just absolutely breezes by. But also, there's no better way of growing your business than truly getting the product in front of people in person. People love trying these clothes on, and a lot of times things will not look as great on a hanger or in a picture online as they will look in person. And so your first and foremost job as a LuLaRoe fashion consultant is to get your inventory in front of as many people as you can. And this is the best way to not only sell what you have, but also to grow your business. So online is still fantastic. I still do an online weekly, VIP pop-up. However, nothing has grown my business quite the same way as focusing on those in-home pop-ups. So that was kind of mistake number one, was thinking that, I was going to solely do online, everything was going to be great, and that, that was like the better way to go, because in the end it totally wasn't. Another thing that I did was focusing too much on the buy-sell trade groups, right? So as a new consultant, I think a lot of us are kind of compelled to do a lot of advertising there, or think that we have to get our business a part of that online community. And while those groups are a lot of fun and really valuable to our businesses, in creating that hype and creating that excitement over certain prints and stuff like that, it is not a great place to gather customers. Reason for that is a lot of these ladies, while we love them to death and love that they love LuLaRoe, they might have been shopping with LuLaRoe for a while. They might already have a consultant that they are loyal to. And so a lot of times they're usually just joining groups looking for one specific print. You may or may not have it, but if you don't have it, you don't really have too much to offer them. So there's so much more of an effort to, I don't want to say effort to sale, but yes, I think it is. There's a lot more effort that you have to put in. You have to get your group in front of so many more people that way, in hopes of filling the needs of each of these women, because they're only looking for one particular thing. So it's just a lot harder, I think, to go that route. And as a former LuLaRoe customer, I can tell you personally that, when looking at my initial inventory, LuLaRoe does hook you up. I had a lot of really popular prints. However, for all the popular prints that I had a lot of other prints that, it's not that they weren't popular or gorgeous, because they absolutely were. It's just that, a couple of things. They were not deemed, I guess, by the online community to be a quote-unquote unicorn, or they just didn't photograph as well online. However, in person, these items looked awesome and beautiful, and I can tell you personally that even when I got my own inventory and I was picking through those things, looking for things that I wanted to wear, the things that I were picking out were totally like not unicorns. So that's kind of the reason why, you do need to get your clothes in front of people in person, because people are going to like different things in person than they will online. Was I told this by my sponsor? You bet. You bet I was. But I guess kind of stubbornly thought that I was going to like recreate the wheel here, and whatever. It took me a while to kind of make this mistake on my own. So that's the buy-sell trade sites. I guess to kind of like summarize, the best type of growth that you can get for your VIP group is people telling friends about your business, people coming to an in-home pop-up and then joining your VIP group because they love you as a consultant and they want to shop with you in the future. That's true brand loyalty. And when I say brand, I mean your own personal brand with LuLaRoe. Not just LuLaRoe as a brand, but why somebody specifically wants to shop with LuLaRoe Nicole Brites as opposed to LuLaRoe anybody across the country who has what I want. Okay, so that's a buy, sell, trade sites. Another thing that I did wrong was I think just trying to do everything online perfectly. And what I mean was rather than, doing things that would have been a much more effective way to grow my business, I focused too much on these small details, thinking that they were the most important things in the world, when really they weren't. So to give you an example, when I first started, I got so excited about like how I was going to do my packaging, which is important, and I still think I have really amazing packaging. However, I spent a ton of time and a ton of money figuring out like how to have the perfect like thank you card in my package, or like trying to figure out what color tissue I was going to put in them, or just like making sure that my pictures for online sales were like so ridiculously perfect, or putting together like my cover photo for my Facebook group. Like, okay, those things are cool. Yes, you do want to do that, but like especially working full time and doing LuLaRoe on the side, like you want to get as much done as quickly as you can. And those things are cool details that can sometimes make a difference. But what would have been a much better use of time was reaching out to my customers to book in-home pop-ups or online pop-ups, or reaching out to customers that had shopped with me online to establish a connection. Just say, hey, like, no, you ordered that Julia dress last week. Did you get it? Did you love the dress? Like, I just want to make sure everything was cool. Like, those are the types of activities that are truly going to grow your brand. It gives people a reason to refer you to their friends. So much more so than somebody getting like, a 5x7 thank you card as opposed to a 4x6. Like, cool, but like probably not the best use of your time or your money for that matter. So don't focus so much on small details that are not going to make a big impact. Better to spend your time on things that are going to really affect your business, like that in-person connection, doing vendor events, and booking pop-ups. One other thing too that I think is really important was one concern that I had as a consultant was I did not want to make friends and family feel as though they had to shop with me. I was really focused on having a business that not only had friends and family shopping with me, but really started to create a following with people that maybe weren't in my immediate circle. And this really is what made all the difference in my business, because I did have friends and family shop with me and host pop-ups for me, and that was wonderful. But you have to be booking those pop-ups and constantly focusing on expanding your circle to folks outside of your immediate circle. Why? Because, while you know enough people to get started, eventually, like, those people are going to get burnt out, or, like, LuLaRoe just might not be their thing. And that's okay. Like, that's totally okay. But you as a fashion consultant, you have to get your clothes and your business in front of more people and be your own best marketer. So one way that I did that was I started booking lots of vendor events. Not only did I do well the day of and make a ton of sales, but I also used those vendor events as a way to start booking pop-ups. I did giveaways at those events. I had everybody that signed up for my leggings giveaway give me their phone number, email, and location. And on that form, there was also a little question on the side that said, would you be interested in hosting a pop-up? Surprisingly, a lot of people put down yes. And I got a lot of pop-ups booked from that. And those pop-ups were unbelievably successful. So the fact that I did those vendor events not only grew my business to a wider audience, but I also had the benefit of selling right there on the spot and making money right there. So, and again, all of these were people that were complete strangers to me, right? So not only you're going outside of your circle now and really growing your business, so those events are invaluable, and it's a great way, I think, for those of you who may be like shy or concerned about like, annoying the crap out of people close to you. This is a great way to get started, because you can start your business there, book in home pop-ups, at those pop-ups, book pop-ups with those people that hosts hostesses, friends, and then you're working your way outward and outward and outward from your immediate circle. So, I think that's about it for today. If you guys have any questions, like, please feel free to shoot me a message. I absolutely love talking about LuLaRoe because I love it so much. And I promise to give it to you 100% real. I am starting a team, so if you are looking for a sponsor, I would love to speak to you. And yeah, I guess just figure out if it's a good fit. So yeah, just feel free to message me. You can also find me on Facebook at LuLaRoe Nicole Brites VIPs. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Talk soon.